Well, people are going to start wondering if maybe I'm a little partial to the Western Leaguers. This is our fourth Zoom interview, and look at the smile already because Michael Rasmussen knows how much I love the Western Leaguers. Worked in Seattle for 5 years, and Michael Rasmussen, hello to you out in Vancouver, British Columbia, Surrey to be precise, but it's kind of that suburb of the beautiful city of Vancouver.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, Bob. Absolutely.
Well, obviously, the first question everybody wants to ask: what are you doing to kill all this downtime right now?
Yeah, just like I said before, kind of just a lot of family time. I've been playing a lot of cards with my family, a lot of board games, hanging out with my dogs, taking my dogs for a walk. Um,
What kind of dogs, Michael?
Two smaller dogs, kind of I think one's a Maltipoo and then just a regular poodle. But yeah, just the weather's been real nice here, so just getting out in the fresh air, riding my road bike, going for walks, going for runs, all that. So it's been really good.
Well, obviously, no ice time. How much would you be on the ice right now if you were able to get inside the rink? And I know you skate with a lot of NHL guys, and certainly there are plenty of them in the Vancouver area. But how much ice time would you get right now if you were able to get inside of a rink?
Yeah, I'd hope for the usual kind of hour or two. It's obviously tough. You'd usually be practicing or even playing right now. We definitely be rather be playing right now, but yeah, I'd probably say an hour or two. Just work on my skills, skating, all that kind of stuff. So
Well, obviously, Michael, tough way to end the season, and it still hasn't been officially announced that it's over. And I think there's still some hopes, but I think most of you guys have probably, pretty much understand that it's probably not going to be any more hockey, at least at the American League level. NHL, I know they're still hoping.
yeah, for sure, it's definitely been tough. It was kind of tough to just out of the blue one day get it stopped like that and everyone go home, but it's the way it is, and definitely was disappointing, and definitely had high hopes for our group and all that. So yeah, but it is what it is, and you got to stay safe and you got to stay healthy. So yeah, that's kind of
I
that.
mean, you come right out of junior where you're riding buses, small cities, 5, 6, 7,000 seat arenas, Western hockey leagues. Remember the Tri-City Americans, great league, great fans. But to go as a 19-year-old to the National Hockey League in the charter planes, big cities, 19,000 seat arenas, most of them full, media attention. Talk about that transition, Michael. Your first year pro hockey playing for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, it was definitely different. All those things you mentioned, definitely different. So it was obviously an unreal experience, and obviously hope to get back there soon and help the team and help the organization win hockey games. So no, it was great. Definitely a lot of unreal leaders on that team, and also with the Griffins. So those have both been really good experiences for me.
Incredibly exciting time. All the first rounders. We'll talk about that in a second. But as a young guy, goes ninth overall to one of the storied franchises in the National Hockey League. Is there more pressure as a first round pick and a high first round pick by the Detroit Red Wings as opposed to the Florida Panthers or the Carolina Hurricanes? And I guess even to a certain extent, maybe less pressure than getting drafted that high by the Edmonton Oilers, or the Montreal Canadiens, or the Toronto Maple Leafs. But nonetheless, there's a lot of expectations, no matter where you go, as being a top 10 pick in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't really speak on those other teams what that would feel like, but I'm sure they have their pressures. Obviously, we have our pressures here and all that. But I definitely try to just kind of cut that out and worry about myself. And the biggest pressure is definitely from myself and from internally. So don't really worry about that too much. But I definitely take a lot of pride in trying to be the best player I can be for everyone and myself. So definitely a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations, but it's what we all want, and we all want to help the organization win. So.
We mentioned you played for the Tri-City Americans of the Western League. Was there any thought coming out of your Tier 2 hockey, in the Okanagan, in the Vancouver area, to go to the college rank, or was it always going to be playing major junior hockey in the Western League?
Yeah, as I got older, you definitely want to exhaust all your options, and there's a lot of great schools and a lot of great junior A programs. But definitely what Tri-City provided me, I knew that was the route, and I knew the management there, the coaching there, would really help me and really push me. So yeah, I definitely can't speak enough great words about the management there, Bob Torrey, Barclay Barnett, all those guys, and just my teammates. It was a great experience, great 3 years. So.
Well, they set you up pretty good to get drafted that high and to join so many other great first-round picks. And let's talk about that. As many as 8 on the ice at one time as a member of the Grand Rapids Griffins, 2 of them from outside the Red Wings organization, McIlrath and Pumple. But how exciting is it to be a part of, this group of Seider and Veleno and obviously Svechnikov, Chalosky, Zadina, knowing you guys are going to form what we hope will be another great run of success in Detroit as a member of the Red Wings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great group we have, in GR and a great group with the Red Wings. So we definitely all, don't take it lightly and really want to be a part of it and help the team win. So, I can't say enough good things about those guys either. It's been really great, learning and growing with those guys. So, it's been great.
I think in the perfect world, having you in Grand Rapids last year might have been a good thing. Either way, you still had a pretty solid season in Detroit, and now, of course, having a solid year as you've transitioned back to playing center. Thoughts about that? It's where you spent most of your time in Detroit, played as a wing, but they see your future in the National Hockey League as a big 6'6", maybe even 6'7" now centerman in the NHL.
Yeah, it's been great. Like you said, spent most of my career up the middle. So, it's been good. Definitely different positions and pros and cons to both. So I enjoy playing both, but I definitely feel real comfortable in the center. A lot more skating. I really like taking face-offs, all that. So it's been good. And we obviously got a lot of good wingers to play with and help support and those guys support you. So, I like playing up the middle for sure.
Has anybody measured you lately? Remember you and I were walking to the back of the arena one night. I think it was coming back from Milwaukee or wherever, 3, 4 in the morning, and I was walking alongside, and I thought, you know what, Michael, I think you've grown another inch since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, no, I haven't got measured. No, I actually ought to do that, but I don't know. Who knows?
Well, one thing about Michael Rasmussen, anybody knows him, and he and I were talking about this before we actually hit the record button to bring this to you, but he's one of the quieter guys around, and I've been bugging him about bringing out the personality that we see, which is awesome. He's a great kid and got a great future in the game, not only as a player but as a person as well. Any of your friends try and pull that, the personality of Michael Rasmussen out? Because some people watch you do interviews and they think, "Gosh, is he having fun playing this game or not?"
Yeah, well, to that point, I have a blast playing.
Yes, you do.
It's just I'm kind of a serious guy, but my buddies see the light side of me and the joking side and all that. So, but I just take it as a job, and I just kind of try to do my job best I can at the rink. And I think how that comes out in me is just me being quiet and focused and diligent in what I'm doing, whether it's working out or practicing or playing. So I think that's just what comes out in me. I'm not trying to be quiet or anything like that. But definitely I got a later side to me for sure.
I think there's a comfortability side too, right? I mean, like we said, you step into the National Hockey League as a 19-year-old, and all that media, all the attention can be pretty intimidating until you get a little more comfortable with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'll definitely surprise you a little bit, but it is what it is. You just take it as it comes and try to answer the questions best you can and answer the attention best you can. So. It's definitely different than playing in Tri-City or playing midget hockey. So that's definitely a big change for sure.
Well, you're an awesome kid, Michael. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And I got a kick out of. I ran into you and Mort Seider at dinner downtown towards the end of the hockey season, and I got a kick out of that because here's you on one side, Mr. Quiet, and of course we all know Seider. That personality is way beyond anything I've ever seen out of an 18-year-old. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a good combination. I think he definitely, like you said, is pretty loud and pretty high energy. So it's been good. It's been good getting to know Mo and becoming real good friends with him. He's definitely a great kid, like you said, and he's got a great personality, a great demeanor, and a great kind of outlook on things, hockey, life, family, anything. So definitely a lot of respect for that guy, and enjoy going out for dinner with him and grabbing some of your ice cream, Bob, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Shameless plug. I won't even mention that part of it, but I appreciate you coming by there, and we'll be taking care of you next year if you're around. I don't think you're going to be, though. it seems like the consensus is Michael Rasmussen is ready to play in the National Hockey League, and I can't say I would disagree with that.
Yeah, definitely. I've been working towards that, and I definitely feel ready. I need a big summer to get strong and to get my back right and to get my injuries right. So I'm definitely ready to go. And I just, like I said before, I just want to help the team win and contribute best I can. So yeah, thanks for saying that. Appreciate it.
Of course. And, I was watching just a short time ago your first National Hockey League goal against Columbus, October 18th, 19, or October 30th, maybe. I can't remember the 30th. Yeah, 2018 against Columbus. And Mickey Redmond made a comment at the end of that 2-minute segment where he said, if Michael's been around for a couple of months, and I think I've heard him say 5 words. So 2 things. Even he recognizes you're quiet, and that's not a bad thing. And then the celebration, you and I were kind of joking about, it's like this little fist pump. Give it to us, will you?
Yeah, well, just I think it varies every time. Sometimes it's harder than it is, but just a little fist bump. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a reaction every time, or most times, I guess, when I score. But yeah, I guess everyone's kind of got their thing, whether it's an elaborate celebration or more of a low key one. So I guess that's mine. I don't know. I'm stuck with it, I guess.
You're happy with it. That's all that matters. So it's not something you're working on during COVID-19 around the house.
We're working on that. So.
All right, Michael. Well, hey, say hi to your family. I know your younger sister's there with you, right? And your mom and dad, and obviously done a great job with you, not only developing you into a great hockey player, more importantly, as a terrific young guy. Looking forward to watching you in a long, very successful career in the National Hockey League. Thanks for doing this, huh?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bob. Say hi to your family as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay safe and stay healthy as always.
Yes, sir. You too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.